At the beginning of the story, we see a serial killer who pulls a dead body out of his car and throws it into a ditch. The scene shifts and we see a man named Jack who is walking on an unknown road and asks every passing vehicle for a lift, but no one gives him a lift. We see that there is a warning written on the signboards of this road not to give a lift to any unknown person. That's why no one gives Jack a lift, so he starts walking in despondency. Jack is slowly moving forward on a deserted road when he sees a car coming in front of him, in which there is a boy and a girl. They are both fighting, and the boy stops the car. Jack feels that the boy is beating and raping the girl. Jack goes to help the girl. Jack pulls the guy out of the car and starts hitting him, causing the guy to tell Jack she's a psychopath girl, you take care of her. Then the guy takes his car and drives away. The girl then tells her name to Jack, Veronica. She says, I often come to this place, I love to roam around. Here they sit at one place and play a game. Jack again tried to stop the car, but still, no car was ready to give them a lift. He tells Veronica that there are strange people, and they are not ready to help anyone. Veronica says maybe they are afraid anything can happen here, and I have heard that a serial killer lives here. Who kills people like this? Veronica says, I'm alone, I have no one in the world. It was night by that time, but no one had given them a lift yet. Jack sets fire here and they both start talking. Veronica takes out a bottle of alcohol from her bag and gives it to Jack, and now she asks Jack, you also look like a traveler, but where's your bag? Jack says, I came here for important work, my luggage and money were stolen from the train station. Now I only have a passport with me through which I can go from here. She takes out her diary and writes something. She tears that page and gives it to Jack. When he looks behind it, there is Veronica's sign. Looking at it, he asks, what is this? I was just practicing to write my name, nothing more than this, Veronica says. They went to sleep while talking like this. Day changes and in the morning, Jack sees Veronica isn't with him. He is a little worried. When he moves ahead to find her, he sees Veronica bathing nearby in a small canal. She also tells Jack to come inside and he also starts bathing with her. There was a good friendship between them, and now after bathing, they move further with their luggage. But still, no one gives them a lift. Moving a little ahead, a man stops his car and tells them his name is Grizzard. And he was ready to give them a lift. Veronica wasn't very happy to see him and sat in his car sadly. Grizzard says, my house is nearby, you guys have to stay at my house tonight. As the morning appears, I will drop you at the same place where you want to go. Jack never refuses his offer. After traveling a little, Grizzard's house arrives and they see that his house is big and their welcome is done by Grizzard's wife. She first shows Jack to his room and asks him to rest. On the other hand, Grizzard, who brought them with him, shows Veronica her room, but still, she was not talking to him properly. Jack comes to his room and lies on the bed because in order to take a lift, he is tired of walking. He takes a little rest and during this, he falls asleep. When he awakes, he sees that it is evening. He sees a box lying in the same room on which Grizzard was written, and when Jack opens it, there are pictures of Grizzard and his wife who had this house, and pictures of 2 children. When Jack saw those pictures, he realized that Grizzard also had 2 children, but till now he had not seen any child in the house. After eating dinner at night, Jack went to his room. When he comes to meet Veronica later, she is smoking a cigarette on the terrace of her room. Jack sat with her and started talking to her. Veronica tells him about herself, says, I also had a brother. In childhood, we were playing hide and seek, then my brother came under the tractor, because of which he died. I also don't have parents and I'm lonely. Hearing Jack feels sad for Veronica. After a while, Jack comes down and he sees Grizzard drinking. Jack sits near Grizzard and says, I have to go to my house tomorrow morning. My family will be worried about me, and I also talked to Veronica about this, so that's why we will leave in the morning. Here, Jack also asks Grizzard about his kids, to which he says, no, I don't have any children. Hearing this, Jack feels weird and thinks, then who are in those pictures? After this, he goes to sleep. In the morning he gets up and goes to Veronica's room first so that he can take her, but when he goes there, he sees that she is not in her room. Now the Grizzard has come. He tells Jack that Veronica left in the morning. She didn't tell you, so you don't get worried. Hearing this, Jack doubts Grizzard because he is nervous, so he doesn't believe him. He says, you are lying, how can she leave me like this? We had to go together. Jack starts looking for Veronica in the house, but he doesn't find her anywhere. Now Grizzard gives Jack Veronica's letter which she had written for Jack. He was convinced by seeing all this. Grizzard tells him, now you have to leave my house, but Jack says to Grizzard, you tell me that you'll leave me at my house. Grizzard tells him, I've some work, so you've to go alone. Jack starts walking again on the road alone, and on the way, he sees a difference in the letter. He takes out his diary and opens the same page that Veronica had given him the night before. Here he finds out that both the writings are different. Now Jack understands that Grizzard is playing a game with him. Veronica had never left his house. He was thinking about this, Then someone came from behind and attacked Jack, which made him unconscious. After a while, when he comes to his senses, he finds himself in a truck in which animals are kept. An old man had kidnapped him. An old man making soup of dead animals ties Jack on a chair and puts soup on the table next to Jack and starts taking pictures of him. Jack didn't understand anything that why the old man was doing this. The old man asks him to drink the soup but Jack refuses. Then the old man picks up a pair of scissors and tells Jack if he does not drink the soup he will cut his foot's finger one by one. Scarred Jack starts drinking soup. After that, he ties him up again, puts a tape on his mouth, puts him in the truck and then the old man starts giving him an injection of unconsciousness. Suddenly he sees smoke coming out from the kitchen. The old man quickly runs to his house. Taking advantage of this, Jack cuts the tape off his hands with a nail lying there and runs away. He runs and comes back to Grizzard's house to find Veronica. He secretly sees that Grizzard and his wife are going somewhere in their car. As they leave, Jack comes inside the house and starts looking for Veronica. He finds Veronica locked in a room. He opens her quickly. Then the car was heard from outside. Grizzard and his wife returned. Now Jack takes Veronica and runs out through the back door but unfortunately, Grizzard's wife sees them running. Grizzard quickly starts his car and follows them. Veronica came to a cabin with Jack and hid. On the way Grizzard hit their car again and again. In this their car had an accident, and Jack got injured. Veronica wakes him up and they come into the cabin and lock it. Meanwhile Jack notices this is the same cabin where the old man had kidnapped him a while ago. Now the old man also comes there. Veronica puts his gun on him, and the old man says to Jack, "You are so stupid that you do not understand anything." Jack puts his gun on him and tells him to go away. When he was moving back, his foot slipped and a rod was pierced through his body due to which the old man died. Here Jack was also unconscious because of his injuries. She covers Jack with a plastic sheet and then picks up a knife and starts stabbing into the old man's dead body again and again. This looks like killing him gives Veronica pleasure. Now Grizzard and his wife also come here, so this is where the big twist comes in the story. When Grizzard is called Veronica's dad, means, Veronica is Grizzard's daughter. They were all lying to Jack till now. So now all the secrets come out here and it turns out that Veronica was a psychopath killer since childhood. Who used to get peace by killing people. She also killed his younger brother when they were playing. Her mom and dad also came to know about it but till now they didn't tell anything to the police about this. Because after the death of their son, Veronica was their only daughter. It means the story that Veronica told to Jack was fake until now Veronica was killing people. Grizzard tied Veronica at home but she ran away with a boy who we saw in the beginning and now she runs away with Jack. Actually, Grizzard was saving Jack from the beginning. Grizzard also gave money to the old man for kidnapping Jack. Now Jack had come to his senses. He comes in front of Grizzard's car with a gun and asks him to leave Veronica. Veronica also got out of the car and came to him before her mom told the truth to Jack. Veronica shot a gun and made her mom conscious, then she tied her dad Grizzard with tape. After that, Jack and Veronica run away with Grizzard's car. Jack was happy on the way that, thank God he survived, but that madman did not know that he would face his death now. Jack sat quietly with his eyes closed and here, Veronica's hand was slowly moving towards the knife. This means she was about to kill Jack and after that, she ran away from here into such a place, that her parents could not find her. Poor Jack did not know that the girl he was saving would become the cause of his death in the future. The story of this movie ends with this dark ending. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification, so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.